What's up YouTube? K.D.M Sports, as always. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Hope you guys are having a great time with family and friends. I also appreciate whoever is watching this video. This topic I've got today is an interesting one. Something I've really thought about. Why is Mike Tyson the most polarizing figure in boxing history? Well, this is what it comes down to when I look at a topic like this. I say the media and his fan base. Mike in his prime undoubtedly had tremendous skill. Believe it or not, Mike Tyson was arguably one of the most skilled heavyweights in history ever during the mid-80s to late 80s at the height of his career, which explains why he knocked everyone out during that era. This is what makes Mike interesting, because the era he dominated was a pretty weak era. At the same time, though, Mike's fighting style lent him the ability to fight the way he did for a short period of time. He relied on athleticism, speed, excellent upper body movement, and explosive power. When you're in your early 20s to mid-20s, it's easier to fight with a style like this. Historically speaking, the swarmer style does not give you the ability to have a long boxing career, which is one of the main reasons I think Mike Tyson's career started to decline pretty fast, along with the fact that he had ongoing personal issues, constantly changing his team, wrong financial decisions, and Don King, a well-known crook in the boxing world. Mike Tyson's confidence, along with his skills in his prime, made him achieve great success in his early career, becoming the youngest world heavyweight champion in history at just 20 years old, under his father figure and trainer K.D.M. Shortly after Cuss's passing, he still dominated the rest of the division in the late 80s, unifying the rest of the titles and becoming the first man to simultaneously hold the WBC, WBA, and IBF titles, along with being the only man to get them in succession, then winning the lineal title in 1988. What he achieved during this time was unprecedented. But when taking these things into account, the longevity of his career was not great. His personal life decisions began to collide with his boxing career, and his poor decision-making, which accelerated his decline. When we look at Tyson's career, we find ourselves most of the time talking in hypothetical terms. You could make an argument that Mike Tyson falls in the category of what-ifs, despite his successes. Mike Tyson was an exceptional boxer, but in some ways is overrated. Mike didn't have great competition during his reign of terror. He never really had a signature win on his record, which is by no means his fault. Holyfield was still at cruiserweight, and Lennox was in the early parts of his career, along with Mike facing a big upset. These were the times when Mike's personal life started to become turbulent. When I analyzed Mike, he was in reality a damaged person, without Cuss and his trainers. Mike wasn't able to achieve much, and sometimes as a fighter, having the right team is essential in your success. Mike, when he was with his team, had a staggering 22 first-round KOs, the second most among boxing title holders in history. It's undoubtable that Tyson was a physical specimen, and he had it all in his prime, the power, speed, and defense, but he lacked certain qualities to make him a complete warrior, like what other all-time greats had, along with his existence being tied to having a father figure by his side. Tyson was a destroyer in his athletic peak, but didn't have the longevity and resume which makes him seem overrated by fans, but at the same time makes us wonder what if prime Tyson had fought these other legends during his reign from 86 to 90. How would he fare? That's a question none of us will be able to answer. It's a tale of two careers, the great rise and the great fall. A 37-0 record before going just 13-6 in the 90s, including being robbed of some of his prime during the prison stint. I'm not trying to make this video to discredit Tyson. He was a phenomenal boxer, but he is surrounded more in what-ifs, I believe, rather than what he actually was in reality. Thank you guys for watching another video, and make sure to subscribe, like, share, and if you've got any opinions, leave it in the comment section below.